Oh, I see. Ah, hey,
Well, isn't that a great choice? And I just thought of that.
that was really good.
It's Alex and Jim,
Analyze colon.
Analyze colon, episode,
Uh, season two,
season,
episode two.
season two, episode one.
Oh, what happened to it last time?
Well, that was Billy Joel.
Sure. Okay.
That was the last episode of last season.
That was, oh, it had an A or a B at the end of it.
Well, I said this is 1B, the next one is 1B.
Ah,
But we'll call it 1B privately, but for you guys, it's episode one, season two.
yeah. Well,
Um,
to be honest, when we're discussing it here, it's still pretty much privately.
yeah. Oh, that made me sad. Not
Well,
really.
we like our people.
We do. I'm very excited. This is really a lot of this has to do with my wife, who's like, what are you going to talk about next? And we've never thought about next.
No.
We barely thought about next week.
Yeah. I often was like, oh shit, we have to do it in 5 minutes. There's a lot of that.
So we decided to talk about Prince for season two. And let me interview you for a minute and then I'll say what
Hmm.
I want to say.
Okay.
But we did this with Billy Joel. So how did you first discover Prince?
I think through standard radio play,
Okay.
back when, people used to listen to the radio, um, in the dark days of the 1990s.
And what did you think initially? Can you kind of remember what you thought?
It might have been MTV,
Oh, sure.
where I think very first impressions was like, oh, he's doing like a Jimi Hendrix act.
Mm-hmm.
It's like looks like him, he's dressed a lot like him. He's also doing James Brown.
Yeah.
That was my first impression was like, oh, he's copying a lot of things.
Yeah.
Musically, didn't did never have known enough about music to know if he was like copying a lot that way. But I was like, oh, he looks like these two guys. He's kind of, he's definitely a showman.
Yeah.
But I that was my very first impression.
Well,
He's trying to be like those guys.
that's funny because that's very much a lot of what we would always say about Billy Joel
Sure. Yeah.
is that, hey, here's a guy who's very talented musician, but also clearly deeply influenced and wants to be this other thing.
Right. But never dressed or danced like anybody.
Right.
Just always looked like a music teacher at a high school.
Yep.
Uh, and was doing like vocal impressions and impressions. With Prince, I was like, maybe it's a sound. Some of it sounds like James Brown. Some of it's heavy funk. A lot
Yeah.
of it's not. A lot of it's
Yeah.
straight up rock and roll. So
So,
I don't know what he's doing.
yeah, so much of Prince too. I'm just thinking about how prominent the falsetto is in
Yes,
his musical life. Because a lot of people use the falsetto. Certainly, Billy Joel used it off and on to varying degrees of success.
sure.
But like so much, so many Prince songs where he'll do almost the entire song in falsetto,
Yeah,
and it's great.
truly, it's great. Yeah, it's almost hard to suss where his actual singing voice lies.
Yeah, it pops up and it's almost like he saves that in his pocket.
Yeah,
And then when he pops it out because you haven't heard it in a while, that regular voice is the trick,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is pretty cool.
yes. It's wild. It's like, yeah, the beginning of, oh fuck, I'm not gonna remember a song.
Well,
1999.
yeah.
Very much into his like real voice at the beginning. You're like, oh,
Kiss. Um, So great.
There's a song called Black Sweat,
Yeah, yeah.
just all crazy high.
What mood are you in when you listen to Prince? When you're like, I'm gonna listen to Prince right now. What is that? Where's Alex at in his head?
There's a prince for every mood.
No, that's true.
Yeah, it's not for horny times.
No?
No,
Okay.
he's clearly horny.
Yeah.
Like, stylistically, we don't match up, what I'll say. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's party time for me.
Yeah.
It's like we're going out or yeah, party time.
Yeah.
A little light dancing as far as my knees hold up.
Yeah.
It's yeah, to me it's party music.
Yeah.
You
Here's
know,
a for
only
sure.
a sliver of it is party music.
So, and before we even get into the lyrics, I just want to say how if you go, you can grab a Prince song from so many different eras of Prince and go, how's this the same guy?
Yeah,
Way even more than Billy Joel because
for sure.
there's these wild swings. So the song we're going to talk about today, I picked Controversy because I wanted to start very close to the beginning. It's like his second or third album,
Yeah,
and it's not very deep. It just isn't. It tries to be, which is great because it's an 18-year-old trying to be deep.
yeah,
But later on, some of these lyrics, you're like, oh Lord, you got a lot on your mind.
yes,
And you get into the song that was he did as an original, but then Sinead O'Connor owned, because there's no arguing that Nothing Compares to You. Sinead's version is the superior vocal version forever.
absolutely,
Huh?
absolutely true.
But the lyrics in that son of a gun are so real, stark, and heartbreaking.
He could do, yeah, he was very good at heartbreaking.
Oh my goodness. So here's my first impression of Prince, and then it changed so radically. I saw him, and I watched the interview recently of him on American Bandstand. And I remember thinking at the time, oh, what a weirdo. Just this guy's weird.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot about him that's awfully weird.
But then later, watching it again through the eyes of an adult who's a little more compassionate, I'm like, oh, he's not weird. He's brutally shy.
Yeah, yeah,
He's overcome with don't look at me, also with but look at me, that problem that a lot of artists have, which is there any way for you to only look at my art?
yeah.
You know,
And
and
the way is giant
yeah,
costumes and stage sets and dancing and yeah, this is I think probably Elton John was a similar kind of performer.
absolutely.
It's like,
And
oh, don't look at Reggie.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll just
so
be all the way the other way.
yeah, so I just found myself feeling very sympathetic to this person who, number one, is black in the United States.
Yeah,
And
already rough.
yeah, and even it's bad now, but it was worse then, I think.
Hard to say.
Maybe it's never better. I don't know. Maybe it never gets better. Gee, many Christmas. Um, but I watched him and he was just such a shy boy
Yeah.
and obviously insecure about his height because he's always got like 8 foot lifts.
Yep.
Just very funny. And at the tallest he could ever get with lifts is I'm still taller
Yeah.
and I'm not tall.
The little guy.
Yeah, but hugely brilliant, just brilliant as hell.
Yeah. Yeah. It, it was also early on, it was like, oh, he's a very internal guy.
Yeah,
For that reason, very shy, tiny,
yeah.
not probably not running with a gang on the streets,
No,
alone in a room
yeah. And
practicing.
And
Cool.
what, speaking, so you're a Knicks fan, you've got the Knicks hat.
Yup.
How annoying is it to be really good at basketball and go, oh, I'm not getting taller?
Can't imagine. Yeah, but then you are like, all right, I'm going to be a student,
Yep.
study every little thing I can do and find a way to have a career.
Yep. Because every legend, but every story of him actually playing just basketball was, what the hell's going on? Why is he so good at this?
Yeah. Yeah. And you like loved it. The intense, like you think he approached everything the same way.
Yeah.
Full out intensity. And just, yeah,
And I
found it.
also like how mainstream and dull his taste in comedy was. I find that very amusing.
Yes. The fact that he like asked to go on New Girl.
Yep, he loves New Girl. And listen, I'm not knocking anybody on that show. I'm really not. But we all know what that was. That was a perfectly serviceable sitcom.
Yeah. With charming people on it.
You're never going, oh man, you know what they did on New Girl. You're never doing that.
No, no, no. It wasn't like peak TV. It was really nice.
Yep. It was they did all the things correctly
Yep.
as far as jokes go.
But he was like, that's the show for me.
Yeah. And then how funny is it to get any phone call from Prince going, hey, can I do this thing? Yeah. Yes.
Yes, is the answer. You can have it. What do you?
I, yeah, I have a deep affection for, but this is odd because one of my first songs that I would consider a song, our song, Mary Jo and Myself,
Yeah,
is a Billy Joel song, Just the Way You Are.
great.
And one of my first songs as well was a Prince song, and it's Sometimes It Snows in April.
Oh yeah, great one.
We would uh, cuddle on a bed and just listen to that and cry together because it's such a boy, what a heartbreaker.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
That one of us will pick that eventually, and that'll be fun. It's no rush, but yeah, this is a deep catalog, so we decided we're not going to talk about every song because that's impossible and not. And also, some of them are just like, okay, well, this is just fucking weird.
Yeah, a lot of them I'm like, I don't know what to say about that. It
Yeah.
lyrically sometimes gets wild,
Yes.
meaning like very like lyric poetry, where it's like, well, this means whatever you want it to mean, man.
Yes, absolutely. And that's fine, and we'll do our best if we pick one of those, but my goodness.
Yeah, my goodness.
Yeah, what a great artist, and certainly died way too soon. Way too
Yeah.
soon.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Yet another. Yet
That
another.
that was one of those days when I had to go to work that day, and I was grieving, and I
Yeah.
was explaining to my boss, I think I need to go home. I'm grieving, and
How'd that go?
he did not think that was valid, and I was like, cool. I now know I don't like you. And I've
Yeah.
never liked him since because I'm like, now I know who you are.
Yeah.
And he showed me that later on in other ways, but that was the first one. I was like, hmm.
Oh.
It was very telling to me because I could understand if you thought, well, that's weird. You didn't know Prince. But at least as a human being, you could go, but
Yeah.
also we all have grief.
Yeah. This is a tough one for everybody.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, you and I are never friends. You don't have to like Prince. That's not what I'm saying. But you you can't even understand how he was such a seminal person.
Yeah. Who do you think? I feel like that was the one that hit the broadest stripe of our population hard.
Yeah.
Like Bowie, I think also for a lot of people,
But not as many.
not as many.
I think a lot of it too with Prince. First, he'd never, well, for a guy who people considered controversial, he just was seemed pretty nice. He had his problems,
Yep.
and
But
will certainly could,
rarely was like in trouble.
yeah. And the other part of his thing was we could tell, I know I could tell before he passed, I was like, ooh, there's gonna come an album, a big comeback hit album that's just gonna smash.
Hmm.
And I didn't feel that way about Michael Jackson. I kind of feel like Michael Jackson's hits are a thing of the past now.
Yeah, it was always going to be diminishing returns.
Yeah, because he's just gonna do the three tricks.
Right.
And that's fine, but now I'm not interested. Whereas with Prince, you knew he wasn't doing the three tricks. He was doing the 90 to 100 tricks.
Yeah, well, it never felt like Michael Jackson was a creative engine in the same
Yeah,
way. Like he definitely was surrounded by the right people and was an incredible vocalist and dancer,
yeah,
but never like, hey, Michael's here with a good idea.
yeah,
Hey, Michael wrote these lyrics last night.
yeah. My
Unlikely.
So Michael, I saw Michael, we call him Michael.
Yeah, yeah. Friend of the friend of the pod.
That's right. I saw like some interview with him where they're kind of showing his process. And yes, he helped create music, but a lot of it is him like, drumming here and making noises to give the musicians an idea of what he's getting at.
Uh-huh.
Whereas Prince goes, I need this piano riff. He sits at a piano,
Right.
figures it out. And then he's like, I also need some horns. He grabs the horns, he figures it out. He grabs whatever instrument, and then later on goes, hey guys.
Yeah, approximate this.
So he was a composer in the truest, completest sense, even more than the Beatles, full disclosure,
Truly.
because he could sit down, he could write music. Like Paul McCartney couldn't write music.
Right.
Prince could.
Yeah.
Prince could get down and do the
A
thing.
virtuoso at
Yeah.
every level of the game.
So we always knew if you were a fan of Prince, you knew there was more magic in that bottle. You knew it.
Yeah.
And so not only did you grieve the loss of the man, but you were like, I do feel like the way you would have felt about Mozart, where you were like, there was more stuff in there.
Yeah. Truly.
There's the selfish part, like, I wish he was alive so I could listen to that music.
Right. It's like as even as upset as people were when Elvis died, you didn't think it was like, oh, his best stuff was yet
Yeah.
to come.
The most you thought was it would have been nice if he got skinny again.
Yeah. Oh, he should have taken better care of himself.
Yeah.
So play Vegas longer.
I don't remember who said it, but somebody said it might have been Bruce Springsteen of Tom Petty's death.
Yeah.
He was very sad because he knew that Tom Petty, the elder statesman, would have interesting songs to write,
Yeah.
which I agree with. I think Tom Petty, no Prince, but my good, as a lyricist, Tom Petty was pretty amazing
Yes. I agree
and
with that.
and under the radar in a way, because I think a lot of people are fans, but you don't meet as many like you'll Prince people can be maniacs.
Sure.
And Billy Joel fans are, usually uncomfortable in crowds. We're all just kind of the same, but
Definitely
pe-
sure of ourselves.
people just generally like Tom Petty.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of
But,
how I feel.
huh?
That's where I'm at. I'm like, whenever it's like, up next is Tom Petty, I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah,
This
I'll listen to
will
Tom.
be a good song.
Yep.
Like,
But you've never necessarily gotten immersed.
no,
Yeah, maybe fifth season, because that guy was great. Who knows? I loved that guy. Also, when I was a kid, I had a sort of a disdain for him for a little while because people would always, when I was a kid, would always go, "You look like Tom Petty." And I would say, that's not a compliment.
no, not for a kid, especially.
Yeah. It's the other one I would get is Steve Buscemi. And I'd go, well, listen, I know you're not saying I look like I have as much money as Steve Buscemi.
So what are you saying?
You're not saying I look like I'm probably a really interesting actor. So what
And
you're saying is I need a dentist.
yeah, yeah,
That
thyroid meds.
that's not a nice thing to say.
Yeah, it's it's crazy. Sue has a habit of wanting to tell people which celebrity they look like. I have to like pull on her leash and just be like, you can't. It doesn't matter if you think that celebrity's attractive. You can't do that
Yeah.
ever. Because we've all done it to people and gotten a weird face, and you're like, what? They're attractive. It doesn't matter. And especially if they're for sure not attractive, like, shut up.
A good
Uh,
bit that I would like to do, but I
what
can't.
I always do is I say, in just in regular conversation, I'll be like, "What is there a celebrity that people tell you you look like?" So onus off me, and I still get to find out.
You know what, a funny bit to do, and I'm not connected enough to do it, so you should do it at the show, is periodically say to celebrities, you know what celebrity you look like, and just say their name.
I know that's happened to like that happened to Seth, where somebody would say, like his first year on SNL, he tells this story all the time, that he was back home for like a hiatus, and some guy in a bar was like, "You look like that new guy from SNL." He said, "I am that new guy from SNL." And the guy said, "Fuck you." And I was like, "That's pretty great."
Jenna Fisher has one of the greater stories because she got in an airport one time. Somebody said, you look like an older Pam.
Yeah.
And of course, she's an older Pam.
Well, the bam, I mean, you can be sad, but you can't be too mad at that person.
And yeah,
And
they nailed it. Jenna Fisher's a weird actress because every now and then I've seen the clip of her talking dirty in some movie, and I'm like, ah,
I
I
don't
don't
think
want. Yeah, I think she was playing a prostitute or something, and she says very nonchalantly, "Would you like me to, you know?" And then the person I think says yes. I think that's what happens.
yeah. Yeah, that's weird. Mom, it's very, yeah, has she worked much since The Office? I feel like voluntarily no.
Yeah, I think maybe she just loves the money that she has and is fine. And she does the Ladies of the Office podcast, which was very popular. I don't know if they still do it.
Right.
The whole deal on that show, The Ladies of the Office, is it's the ladies of the office analyze Billy Joel lyrics. It's weird.
Oh,
It's a weird show.
weird that we haven't heard more about it.
Yeah, that's where I got the idea.
Oh no, wait a minute.
This is terrible.
Sue him. You have to sue him, not me. I was
So
duped.
quick housekeeping. If this is you, if you're joining us because you like Prince, thank you. And we're going to do something else if you've never seen us before. Every episode, Alex will do Billy Joel trivia.
Yeah,
So don't find that jarring. It's not going to be Prince trivia.
right.
And it's because we won't remember the Prince trivia, where we'll remember the Billy Joel trivia. Maybe.
Maybe.
And there's a visual clue behind me, and that's the clue to a Billy Joel lyric.
Right.
So just don't find that jarring if you're just joining us for season two. And if you are just joining us for season two, thank you. That's very nice of you.
Also, um why wouldn't that be jarring, I guess?
Yeah,
Also, if you're not just joining us and you've been waiting for 6 years for us to talk about Prince, how psyched are you?
right?
It's finally going your way.
Season two. And you're like, is this 6 years of Prince? No.
No, no, no. The seasons are different lengths,
Yeah,
which is a little confusing. It's a little like British TV. The
yeah.
seasons aren't all the same length.
It'll be
Uh,
great when we like decide to analyze Crash Test Dummies and it's 2 episodes.
episodes, and it's the same song both times.
That's right. It's the
They should do spoilers. It's the song.
I
Uh,
was for a little while I was really into Crash Test Dummies
really?
because I loved that album. Just I first I loved the atheism that was throughout that album.
Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoyed that a lot. Just for the similar to like one of the reasons I liked XTC was just how mad they were.
Oh, yes.
And I'll go revisit them and go, yeah, they're just mad.
You're just mad. It's great. It's is that you're like, oh, I'm mad. I'm gonna put this on.
Hmm.
Nice.
Yep.
I need some of that. I only have. I'm down to just like repair music. I use it to repair my mood.
Oh, that's good.
I don't like if I'm mad, I don't go find mad music to indulge my mood. I'll do happy music and try to resolve it.
Yeah. So before we get into Prince, real quick, what's the newest thing you're into musically?
Huh. Then I'm about to be 60 on Sunday.
Oh my God, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. And what I'm finding that I'm not like chasing down new music. I happen onto it sometimes.
Yep, same here.
Um, Sue likes to play this radio station out of Philadelphia that's very cool, and they play a good mix of new stuff and old stuff, and it's always good, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I'd say probably like Lola Young is the most recent thing that kind of blew my mind a little bit.
Nice.
Um, Fascinating confessional voice,
Yeah.
really cool weirdo as a lady. Um, yeah, great lyrical, interesting stuff.
I wonder if this happens to us as we get older, but like all of the new artists that I really love who are truly can be considered new artists are ladies.
Yeah, that's
Sabrina, I like Sabrina Carpenter very much.
Carpenter's great. Yeah, I tend to go on these small jags where I'll see somebody who's like the musical guest on SNL, and maybe I'll chase down their album and check it out, and then it kind of all fizzles
Yeah.
pretty quickly. But mostly, my new music is something that I forgot that I used to listen to a lot, so I start listening to it a lot again, like
That's great.
biblical stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've mentioned Pat McCurdy.
Yep.
Is a guy I used to go see in bars in Chicago.
Yeah.
One of those guys who's playing in a different bar every night, and you follow him around, and he has funny songs and a couple of romantic songs, and it's just him and his guitar.
Yeah.
I listen to it nonstop. He has like 10 or 12 albums worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, I overdose and I put it away for a year or two. And then one day I'll be like, oh, actually, I haven't listened to any Pat McCurdy in a while. And then I'm back in it
Nice.
6 months, and then I can never again. And it's like cyclical.
Yep.
That's when my new music is my old music mostly.
I do that too. Um, I will say this as a promise to you for season two. Whenever we get to the end of season two, for that episode, I'm gonna wear my purple suit because I have a purple suit.
Perfect.
And I look great in it. I look the balls in it. I really do. So,
Fantastic, man.
so it's
I,
a bonus.
I have a purple t-shirt.
All right, you wear the purple t-shirt and I'll wear the
Anything.
purple suit.
All right.
I like the idea. I got a purple suit and I look amazing. Yeah, I have a purple shirt and I look okay.
Yeah. And together we're cops.
That's right.
We solve crimes.
So I picked Controversy, which is a very early song. Now, one of the things about early Prince songs that I really enjoy is, man, they go on for a while.
Yeah.
It's got to be like a 9-minute song, and a lot of it is just a lot of funk. It's just clearly this is dance music,
Yep.
and
Yep.
it's great.
It is great.
And he
It seems pretty fully formed.
it's just funny because again, I think from the very beginning, producers and A&R guys had trouble ever telling him what to do.
Sure.
And I think that's amazing. And that's also very Billy Joel like. He was just like,
Yeah, yeah.
no,
Nope, I'm doing this and you take it or leave it.
you can like it or not. Now, the difference is one of the big differences is that Prince mastered a lot of the production side of it. So he didn't get jerked around with weird production things.
Yes.
He did a lot of his own producing, which think about how insane that was at the time.
Yeah.
Now it's very common, particularly sure in hip hop, but even well, Chapel Rowan and people like that, a lot of them are involved in the production now.
Yes.
But back then, no. Back then it was, hey, no, minion, you make your little music, we'll make the money. Prince was like from the very beginning, no.
Yeah. What year is this?
Lord, that's a good question. It's got to be 81 or something. Let's look it up.
81 is correct.
Oh, wow.
Right here on the lyrics. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. No, that was a guess. Yay. Great. All right, I'm gonna start.
All right.
Did you listen to it, by the way, or just
Yeah.
remember it? Good.
I listened to it, and when I did, I was like, oh, I do remember this song.
Yeah. And it's good, right? It's pretty fun.
It's great. It's like would fit comfortably on any of his albums, really.
Yep. And again, you're right, because thinking about how early this was, this is a guy who had a vision pretty early about who he is
Yeah.
artistically. And he loved funk, and he introduced me to funk. And as just a white kid from Tucson, he was a great introduction to funk because he also included rock and roll.
Yep.
So I could not be frightened.
Right. It
It was
wasn't
a,
using funk.
yeah, it wasn't like Grand Funk Railroad, which, is just fantastic, but it ain't for you if you're not into funk.
Yeah. You can't go straight there.
Now think about how comfortably these lyrics would fit in even now to some things that young people are concerned with, and certainly a big part of our current culture. I just can't believe all the things people say. Controversy. Am I black or white? Am I straight or gay? Controversy. Black or white? I never think about this, but Prince is a light-skinned black man.
Yes. And you're
And what a there's a unique kind of bigotry they deal with.
absolutely.
They get it from both sides. You're not black enough for me. You're not white enough for me.
Yep.
That's interesting. And am I straight or gay? Because certainly Prince, a good way to describe him is a little bit effeminate.
Yeah, for sure.
But what does that mean? It means he had a very gentle side. It means that I remember dealing with that in school, because I'm always been relatively gentle.
Yep. But he also wore makeup and
Yeah.
um his dress was pretty in androgynous. Not
Yeah.
androgynous. It was feminine.
Just, yeah, full on
Uh,
feminine. By the way, if I could dress that way and get away with it, I would. I love his outfits.
it's amazing.
I never
Amazing.
had the, so I never had the courage to do that because that I think is very courageous.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Do, I'm sorry.
no, I'm just you know, he's clearly talking about himself.
Yeah.
Like I can't believe all the things people say about me.
Yeah.
As I'm it's I think it's he finds it amusing that he's controversial.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, because why? I'm just being me.
Like black or white? What's the yeah, yeah, who cares? Why do you care?
Yeah.
Seems to be the tone.
Your questions reveal more about you than they ever could about me.
Yeah, I like that he doesn't answer anything.
Yeah. Do I believe in God? Do I believe in me? Love that.
Yeah.
Controversy, controversy, controversy. Um, that's cool. Throughout his life, and we're going to talk about this as we continue with Prince, the theme of exactly what he thinks about God is front and center,
Yep,
wears it on his sleeve, thought different things throughout his life,
sure. It was all over the map.
which, by the way, everybody actually is. It's just people pretend, you know that your average Pentecostal has days when they're like, this is pretty stupid, but you can't say it. He
Right.
just, his big sin was saying it.
Yeah, he just acted it all out.
Because, I remember one time when I was looking at Judaism, and I love Judaism, other than, the genocide currently happening. But I remember a friend of mine said, he goes, why would you even consider Judaism? Jews don't want you. And I said, yeah, but it isn't about them, right? It would be about whether or not you're trying to have a relationship with God. And he found that confusing. And I was like, why is that confusing? And you find so many Christians are like, oh, you go to this church because you want to go to the picnic.
Yo, for sure.
Other people have picnics, and then you don't have to do the other nonsense. You just go to a picnic.
Yeah, there are regular picnics too. But
And at regular picnics, you're allowed to say, hey, do me a favor, stop bringing the jello. Just don't.
yeah, can't do that with the Pentecostals.
No, you have to be polite and pretend that everybody's food's good, and it's not.
That's what's wrong with religion.
It
Yeah.
is certainly a microcosm of it.
Uh, uh, uh.
Actually, it is because it's the food's bad, but you're forced to pretend it's good.
Sure. I mean, I grew up Catholic, going to those Catholic masses, and you could look around and see that a good percentage of the people weren't buying it.
Yeah.
You just have to listen to them talk after church to find out. Like, oh, you're not at all trying to be kind or humble or love your fellow man. Like all the stuff the guy said
Yeah.
in the front who was talking for an hour,
Right.
and we're not doing any of that. I mean, that was in my family. We'd get home from church and I'm like, why are you being mean? Remember what the guy said? Was I the only guy listening?
Yep. By the
So
way, I said
good
eight.
on Prince.
Yeah. I said 8 minutes. That was a good guess. The runtime on this son of a gun, this is how you know it's an independently produced song. 7 minutes and 16 seconds.
Good luck on the radio.
Yeah, that was always a problem for Prince. It's why he doesn't have as many hits as you think he should, is there's so much of his music was designed to be music.
You're right. Yeah. It's like, sorry, the song's not done. Sorry, it's been 5 minutes
Yeah, I have more to say here. Yeah.
going
And
on.
he loved jazz too, boy. The jazz influences is right in there.
Oh, yeah.
All
It's
right, your verse two, my friend.
overwhelming.
Yeah,
I can't understand human curiosity. Controversy. Was it good for you? Was I what you wanted me to be? Wow.
that's great.
Really great.
That hits home on what you said before, because it's just like he's amused. Why are you curious about
Yeah,
just,
I don't understand why you care about this.
yeah.
Was I what you wanted me to be?
Woo!
Ooh, there's no good answer to that.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
super deep and super cutting. It's just very cutting.
Very cutting. It,
Wow.
yeah, it really takes the legs out of any attacks.
Wonderful.
Controversy. Do you get high? Does your daddy cry? Controversy, controversy, controversy. Do you get
I I
this?
think he's talking about himself getting high.
Do you get high? And then does your daddy cry? Is interesting. That seemed like a mean thing a kid would say to you in school. Like, does
Yeah.
dad cry because of how you dress and behave
Yeah.
and look and act? Are your parents disappointed in you?
Right.
Like, oh, it's so mean.
That's great. Yeah, it's super cool just like you're right how just it's just cut it's very cutting.
Yeah. It's so perceptive, though. He's how old when he wrote this?
That's the thing. He's 18 or 19, maybe 20, but I bet he's like 18 or 19 at this point.
I'm sure processing a lot of shit that came his way in school.
Yep. And that's the thing about being odd is, I've known people in my life who are very attractive and had money and things were pretty good for them, and they almost always end up getting their ass kicked in their 30s. And
Yeah,
it's just because they had this insulation that was probably super convenient, but in the long run wasn't good for them.
right.
I always think that about people who didn't lose somebody when they were young. Like, not that I want you to have lost somebody when you're young, but like death never surprises me. I'm always sad. I grieve, but I'm not
Yeah.
like, oh, how did that happen?
Yeah, no. You're aware.
Yeah. And so a lot of bad things about losing my mother early, but the good thing was just like, oh, you could lose beautiful things early.
Right. They're
And
accordingly.
I tend to be really good at telling people I love them. I just tend to be very good at that because I'm always in the back of my mind keenly aware. Like my brother went in for a very benign surgery, and there was no risk, but you never know. So I had a great conversation with my brother, and I'm like, because I'm always like protecting myself against future regrets.
Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Wow, that's really good.
Hmm.
The chorus, do I believe in God? Do I believe in me? Me? Yeah, ooh, yeah. I like this. Some people want to die so they can be free.
Ooh, familiar theme.
I said life is just a game. We're all just the same. Do you want to play? That's fun.
That's fun and also very schoolyard.
Yep.
We're all the same. Do you want to play?
And schoolyard's really a funny observation because this is the wisdom that comes out of the mouth of a smart 18-year-old, but who
Yeah.
still doesn't know better because they're 18.
Yeah. It's also,
And they don't know how little they know, right? What's the Dunning-Kruger effect where
yeah, you
you
don't know what you don't know.
you think, and sure, you've got these deep thoughts, but they're not mitigated by, well, I have deep thoughts, but at the end of the day, I'm also just this dumb primate who wants to hump and who's going to die and needs something to eat.
Right. Yeah, no, we're not worried about that part.
Yeah, right now I'm just deep. I'm just Buddha.
You're right. I'm Buddha all day. Little kids when they
Wow. So
we're
life
all
is just a game, dude. We're all just the same. Do you want to play? That's very cute.
it's very funny to me. I've, a lot of friends who have young children and they often will report to me stuff that their kids said.
Yeah.
Um, and it reminds me of that kind of thing. It's like, Dad, did you know that we're all the same? Kind of thing. And I'm like, did you know that like there are some boys who like boys and that's okay?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, well, you're ahead of the game, kid. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, but I didn't know you knew that.
And you don't know what it was like when I was a kid if I had come to my father and said that because you don't have the broader perspective,
Right,
which is that
right.
had I said to my dad, this would be a problem.
Yeah, you're living at the end of a lot of work.
Yeah. Oh God, yes. It's so funny because within the like greater gay community, there's so many like elder members of the gay community who end up getting annoyed with the youngers because they're like, you understand that I'm the one who got pelted with rocks.
Right. Yeah.
So maybe cut me a break.
Yeah, or maybe don't lecture me.
Yeah.
I was at Stonewall. Don't
Yeah.
tell me how to be gay.
It's a push and pull, man, because of course, yeah, the elder generation's got to be corrected because they do, because we got to keep making the progress, but also appreciate what they went through.
I want to do a little detour because along the lines, my friend Henry, who has the small child,
Yeah,
his child is learning art at our local school here in Brooklyn.
nice.
And Henry sent me a quote from his kid. Dad, Today we learned about an artist who had so much pain in her body. Can I tell you a secret? She got in a bus accident and had to live a changed life. That's what he came home from school and told his dad. Not we learned fractions. She got in a bus accident and had to live a changed life.
Wow.
Frida Kahlo, by the way.
Yeah.
I guess
Wow.
that should have been the trivia question. Oh well.
Well, maybe I'll could you teach my kid fractions? I want to hear about fractions.
Love to know. You might need the fractions.
Ooh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, apparently. But the day before that, he came home and said, "Did you know Basquiat is dead?" And it's like, yeah, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer to hear, man.
Very funny to hear what Brooklyn kids have on their minds.
Wow.
And this kid is 5. Very fine. I didn't know who Frida Kahlo was till I was 38, probably. So he's winning in some ways. But yeah, I know fractions.
Wow.
So who really wins?
That's right. Oh my Lord, that's funny.
Controversy.
So the next verse is I don't know if he wrote this, but it's yours.
Oh, Father. I'm going to confess that I had not scrolled down far enough earlier
Really
and didn't
funny.
and didn't know this was here. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Now, is there a co-writing credit?
That's right. I think actually, if I remember, he got sued.
He got sued by one of the apostles.
But yeah, or by Yahweh himself. And
Yeah, who wrote that?
I
Wrote the
think
Lord's Prayer. There goes the other dog. Oh, bye.
I
Shemai.
think unattributed is what I think that one is.
Look at him.
Oh my goodness.
Double, Sue very wisely said that having 2 dogs is not twice as much work, it's 10 times as much work.
Oh my God, yeah, because there's their relationship with each other too.
Man, and it is fraught.
Unless you get very lucky and they're just very peaceful together, but that does not always happen.
Well, I think maybe it's a different game when they actually live together, as opposed to when one of them is visiting for 2 nights.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Territorialism is off the charts.
Oh yeah, no, if they live together, they figure stuff out just like siblings would. That's true.
This is like everything is a transgression.
Yeah. So rather than analyze the prayer,
Sure.
although we can, our Father, who's the Father? I think he's talking
Father,
about anyway.
is that the daddy who was crying?
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, interesting to chuck that into the middle of a song about controversy.
Yeah. This
Don't
is a Prince move that's fascinating to me because in this song is, you know, tinged with, sex, with drugs, with, considerations of human cruelty and whatever. And then to pluck this in is a fairly controversial thing to do.
certainly. Yep.
And it does speak to the dual lives we do lead, and that
Absolutely.
everybody does. That, if you are a church-going person, you're also a person who, at the very least has your thoughts, but also has probably done a few things.
Yeah, I mean, one of the central tenets is that, hey, you are a sinner.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to church. Guess what? You're a bad person.
Yeah.
So, creating your market.
Yeah. That's very, very funny. That's literally the Lord's Prayer, right? That's what that is.
Certainly the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah.
It by itself controversial, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like a nice series of thoughts.
Yeah, he does this a lot, by the way, and well, I'm sure it'll come up more than once where there'll just be a little bit of God
Yeah.
and unapologetically, and good for you, that's the way to do it.
Yep. If you're going in, it's also, he has a lot of strong gospel vibe.
Yeah,
And, this is a very direct
yeah,
uh, prayer to the Lord. I mean,
yeah,
all gospel music is seeking to speak to God.
yeah.
This is
So
original script.
I am so down with the next set of lyrics following this. It's just very funny. So first, of course, it's controversy, controversy, controversy. Then he goes, love him, baby. Is he talking about God being that, by the way?
Seems like it.
I think so.
Seems right.
But so he does controversy. Oh yeah, yeah, controversy. Everybody, controversy. Like it's a dance.
Everybody.
But then there's this last set of lyrics, and I gotta say, by the way, there's plenty of lyrics except for the part where it's 7 minutes and 16 seconds. It's not that many lyrics.
Yeah.
But this is a jam because at the end, it's got to be 3 minutes of music when we're
Yeah.
just done singing, which is kind of great.
Always, I love that. I'm like,
But
oh, on to new business.
yeah, this next part is so childish.
Truly.
Ah, but great. People call me rude. I wish we all were nude. I wish there was no black and white. I wish there were no rules. I want to come back to that. But then he says, people call me rude. I wish we all were nude. I wish there was no black and white. I wish there were no rules. It's kind of like a call and response, thing for like a very fun Marines. It's
Yeah.
funny because this is an 18-year-old's thoughts.
Yes. An 18-year-old's little prayer.
There is a philosopher, and I never remember, maybe it was Popper. I don't remember. I never remember, but which is annoying. But there's a philosopher who talked about how human beings are cursed with too much freedom.
Interesting.
And he makes the point that people talk about how they really want to be free, but you'll notice that immediately when we make a society, we figure out the places where we don't want that freedom
Right.
because too much freedom would be just so impossible to live with.
Yes.
You know,
Paralyzing.
yeah, to the extreme, of course, that you've always got to have a gun in front of your stuff. If you had
Right.
pure freedom, people could steal stuff.
Yes.
And he makes the point that even if you were the strongest, well, nothing's stopping anybody from banding together and braining you with a brick.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so when I see this, I wish there were no rules. Sure,
Yeah.
be grateful there's rules.
Yeah. You just wish that the rules constraining your particular desire at that moment wasn't in your way.
Yeah. Christopher Hitchens makes the point that no matter what bit of wisdom you get, if you break it down, you can always find the problem with it. Even the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, or the reverse, which is don't do something to someone else that you yourself would find unpleasant.
Right.
And when he talks, and he's not the first person to say this, but then there's the exception of like, well, it sort of depends on what you like,
Yeah.
because you could
They
like
have,
unpleasant things.
you're right. Yeah.
And don't do unto others as you wouldn't have them do unto you. Well, I wouldn't want people to put me in jail, but I'm going to have to put some of these people in jail who are killing and stealing and whatever.
Right. If I shoplift, I don't want to go to jail. So nobody should go to jail for shoplifting.
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Yeah. And it's just that, it's always the problem of finding an absolute morality.
Yeah. I mean, I think it all goes even to like, I wish we all were nude. No, you don't.
Yeah.
I wish there was no black and white. You also don't want that.
No.
You wish that the negativity that exists because of that wasn't there, sure.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't want to lose your identity.
Yeah, absolutely. And and there's a reason we're black and white, which has to do with genetic diversity that's useful for us, on a big scale
Yeah,
and was useful to get lighter skin because we walked out of Africa and now there's not enough sunlight. I mean, it's a silly thought that doesn't consider all the reasons why those things are.
yeah. It really is just a little bit of a tantrum, the things you have to do.
What's wonderful too is calling it a tantrum because here's this brilliant artist, like you said, comes out
Sure,
of the box pretty fully formed, except that still has that infantile brain of an 18-year-old.
absolutely. Yeah,
Like,
there are some things yeah, you can't educate yourself past.
yeah.
You just have to live long enough.
And while he didn't live nearly long enough, he lived long enough to become more thoughtful than that, which is great, which you'll see as we pick songs as we go
Absolutely.
along.
Absolutely.
And
And
that is kind of funny. Yeah.
then there's one more little chorus. Do I believe in God? Do I believe in me? Let me tell you, some people want to die so they can be free. Ooh, I said, life is just a game. We're all just the same. Don't you want to play? I do like some people want to die so they can be free in the context of religion,
Yeah.
um, thinking that, like, oh, I have to follow all these rules and be a good Christian here on earth so that when I die, I can go to heaven and do whatever.
Yeah.
They just, they're living in chains, as it were, so that they can be free later,
It's
which of
such a
course, is a great
such a
gospel of religion.
such a con. The children of Ireland, like there's statues and stuff to the children who starved to death and by the British, and then in the statues they're being welcomed into heaven, which is I get why you want that to be true.
Yes.
And it is not unreasonable to want that. It just isn't
No,
unreasonable to want that, but it just
no.
unfortunately there's no you have to fix things now.
Yeah, you have to.
That's the bitter pill that we live with as human beings. You know,
Yeah, there's a
I
clock on it.
Yeah, I understand the desire. And I used to be meaner about religion, and I've gotten cooler about that too, because I'm now kind of understand like, oh, I get it. Well, I get what you're afraid of, because I'm afraid of that too.
Sure.
I just am not capable of absorbing the comfort that you can, and I should be happy for you that you can do that.
Right. Yeah, I couldn't hang on to the con.
Yeah,
It just is all a little too convenient.
yeah,
Yeah, you live forever. Well, what do you have to what do I have to do? Oh, you just have to believe this. Well, can you prove it? No, that would ruin it.
yeah,
Have to believe it. You have faith.
yeah,
Believe it, you'll live forever. What if I don't believe it? Oh, well. It's all a little, it's a bad hustle.
yeah.
You would walk away from a three-card Monte game.
But
Rules.
it's a weird con in the sense too that some of the people there's definitely a percentage of people who are conning you. And
Sure.
then there's a percentage of people who are perpetuating the con, but they're not conning you, they mean it.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, no, it works, man.
Yeah,
Oh no. Yeah, you've been conned and now you become
a
uh
convert.
convert. Thank you. Thank you. Didn't have the word. Uh, yeah, it's insidious.
I got into a minor little argument with somebody over religion versus science, which just is dumb. And I was just making the point that they're just All I just was saying was I was like, look, by design, religion isn't examinable by science. That doesn't mean it's false, but just it's not.
Right,
And you're not getting where you want. And I said logic has nothing to do with it.
right.
And they were trying to make fun of me and they were like, it's all about logistics. And I was like, well, listen, now that you've used the word logistics, I think you may have undermined.
Yes, you may have upset your own apple cart.
Yeah. And I said, so then I explained what logistics means because they were talking about professors of logistics. And I'm like, those people exist, but they teach you management skills
Right,
because
right.
that's and then they disappeared. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess you feel stupid. But that in and of itself is a lesson because I felt that way many times. So it's honestly good to feel stupid sometimes.
It's healthy, it's appropriate, and it's usually it's correct.
Yep.
Have that feeling. Yeah, you were dumb.
Yeah.
That's the right feeling to have about that.
Yeah. Well, as far as the first song to think about, I think I picked a good one because it's such infantile Prince. It's Prince at the beginning.
Yes, it's very, and it's also a great thesis statement for so many of these themes that come up over and over again,
Yeah.
usually in more subtle terms or more advanced.
And I recommend if you haven't listened in a while, listen to this song and just how musically wonderful it is.
Yes, because it also is a little less produced than the later stuff,
Yeah.
a little more raw. It's hard, that's the one thing you got less of, I think, in later Prince is that raw vibe.
Yep.
Sometimes, but he was such a producer
Yeah.
and a virtuoso that there weren't many ragged edges to pull on.
Yep. There were he released some live stuff from Purple Rain on some like different they're not you can't really call them bootleg because he released them, but
Right. Yeah.
that when you hear the versions that are live, you're like, oh, here's that raw stuff.
Yeah. The live stuff is amazing.
And probably hard to imagine many artists that would be better than him live. Certainly maybe some as good, but better? No.
Yeah. Did you see him live?
No.
Never did. I saw.
Watched live concerts and went to the theater to watch, I did that thing
Yeah, yeah.
and then had my plans to go see him and then he passed.
Oh, I did see him live once in Vegas. Don't remember how that came about, but I do remember it was like, one of the new albums that was maybe not his greatest. And obviously had to play a lot from that album, but then very wisely in the middle of the show did a medley of the old hits. And it had to be 25, 30 minutes long. It was an athletic feat
Wow.
what he did. Costume changes in the middle of it,
Yeah.
literally physically athletic.
Yup.
It was incredible and
His
just
halftime show for the Super Bowl.
amazing. Yeah, that's the thing. He didn't fucking do anything halfway.
No, untouchable, man. Just untouchable.
Yep. So
And
great.
and shy as the day is long. Just funny.
It's a delight.
Yep.
Uh,
Behind me, there's a clue for a Billy Joel song.
oh, is that sleeping with the television on?
Oh, that's even better for that. Let's just say it was, but it's not.
How is it not that?
Gosh. So I'm going to say that it is that one, but it's actually they will tell you you can't fall asleep in a strange place. That's falling asleep in a strange place.
Okay.
But
Uh,
I have to give it up. Yours is better.
all right. A twofer.
That's really funny because I feel like saying no, no, because that's not what I meant, but that's exactly what it is. That's so funny.
So funny. That happened before, and I can't remember what it was, but that's great.
Yeah, just full concession. My clue is fine. Your guess is better than my guess.
I do. I have a Billy Joel trivia question.
Bust.
Based on our new season, it's like, I got curious. Has Billy Joel ever played a Prince song in concert? And the answer is yes. Which song?
Ooh.
And
Here.
it was a day or two after the death of Prince.
Oh, wow.
Concert in Philadelphia.
Wow, that's very cool that he would do that. I'm sure a lot of people did. It's not gonna be so for sure. It's not gonna be sometimes it snows in April because
Yeah,
there's as much as he probably loved that song, he would be smart enough not to do that. So I'm gonna say he did Purple Rain.
he did Purple Rain.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Yeah. And it was also a rain delayed concert.
Yeah,
It was rain delayed for 2 hours, came out finally, and played Purple Rain first song, which is beautiful.
yeah, and Purple Rain is such a concert song anyway.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That movie, like even just I could, even though I'm watching a movie.
Yeah,
It felt so live.
absolutely.
By the way, underrated cinematography in Purple Rain, because in that particular scene where he's singing Purple Rain, they captured the smoke in a room like that, in a concert room, like the way the lighting works, the way it's supposed to.
Yep.
Wonderfully lit film.
Incredible job.
Yeah. And a movie that's not afraid. Prince's character is a dick.
So Dick, he's like fist fight with his dad. It
Yep.
gets quite real.
He's not that nice to his girlfriend.
Oh, he's a mean dude.
Yeah, it's great. It's a
And it's
great
like,
movie.
yeah,
Huh?
it's great. That's very courageous to like cast yourself as the dickhead in your
Yep.
first and only movie, really. First
Well,
decent
he
movie.
he did Under the Cherry Moon is another of his movies, and I want to say there's a third one.
Yeah,
Under the Cherry Moon is very ambitious,
right. Maybe too much so.
but
As a
too much so. But like a lot of stuff, even though the movie's not great, that's the album that gives you Sometimes It Snows in April.
right. Yeah,
That album gives you so many wonderful songs.
I met. Yeah,
So fine, you made a not a great movie, but and it hurts the soundtrack, unfortunately, because people are not inclined if they don't like the movie. But the soundtrack, you might as well just listen to it because it's a damn good album.
absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some on because it's a nice gloomy rainy day here in Brooklyn. It's a good day for some Prince
Oh, it really is. Yeah,
to cut through it all.
nice. So,
Um,
what song would you like to talk about?
I would like to jump forward to the like in the thick of the commercial hits, Raspberry Beret.
Oh, I love that song.
Fucking fantastic song.
God, what a good song.
Amazing song.
What a
Yeah.
very, if you don't mind, almost the kind of lyrics Billy Joel might write because it's a story about a guy. Just so
Yeah.
nice.
Story about a guy and a girl, and it doesn't quite go his way. Yeah, yeah. Great.